In today's episode, we make a deal with the piglins to swap gold for a range of useful items, here on the Ripple Effect. Hello everybody, I'm CarlRyds, and welcome to episode 8 from season 3 on the Ripple Effect server. You join me here in mine and Duds' blaze farm that we built the other night in under 2 hours. This is an exceptionally quick farm and it was so simple to make. I'm going to put some footage on your screen right now of how this works. It's basically like a skelly spawner or a zombie spawner. Since 1.16, lava now pushes mobs in the Nether. So obviously you can't use water in the Nether to push mobs, but you can now use lava. So that is basically how this farm works. It pushes them towards the middle, their pathfinding makes them go down onto the soul sand, and the ladders keep them from entity cramming. So yeah, this farm is really quick. We can see how much is like coming in here every time we kill some of the blaze right here, and it's coming down into here. We've got this furnace array. This is the item input. We've done a little bit of work with one of the armor stands to get that block to sit on top of the redstone lamp, and we also get blaze heads from this spawner as well. So the blaze is there to signify the fuel input, and the sand there is to signify the item input. So all of the blaze rods have been filtered into each of the furnaces, and also all the hoppers behind as well. So we have got fuel for ages. We also have some brewing stands over here as well, and an ender chest, of course. We had this little gap, so I had the idea of putting in some nether wart right here, just to give us a little bit of nether wart to use in the brewing stands. And I think that works really well. You've got everything here that you need to brew some potions. We'll get some bottles in here as well, so we can use those. But yeah, this farm is absolutely brilliant. 3 hits and the blazes are down. And if you've got a looting free sword, obviously you're going to get more blaze rods as well into here. The design for this farm is by Eagle Eye 621, and I'll leave a link to that video in the cards and in the video description below. This farm is just a stone's throw away from our Wither Skelly farm. It's basically just down here. We were getting reduced spawns over here. There's a few coming in now, but this is not as much as we were getting before. We have found some areas underneath that people have been netherite mining underneath the farm, so we do need to slab those to increase the rates over here. But as you can see, we're not getting nearly as much coal as we do blaze rods over there, so that is our new setup for smelting. I have collected a load of blaze rods right here, so we are quickly gonna head over to the shopping district. We are here to make a slight change to the store. Now, as I mentioned, I got some blaze rods together, and we are going to retire the coal blocks because we don't get that many of them, and they don't sell that well either. So what we're going to do is, instead, we are going to sell blaze rods, and we're going to sell those for 1 diamond a stack. So if I go over here, and we do 1 diamond a stack, if we select all and copy, we can also put that on the blaze rod as well. There we go. So if we head back downstairs, we'll be able to put these for sale right here, and I'll let the Ripplets know that these are in stock here as well. So we'll bob those in there, and I'm going to grab these from here, and we're going to stock these up. And there we have it. Both of the shulker boxes are now stocked up with blaze rods. But now we are going to head back to the base because we need to do some work over there. The first thing I want to do over here is work on my Nether tunnel and my Nether portal. So my plan is to put the Nether portal in the ground here and then have a Piglin bartering system around it using the gold from my gold farm, which is like over there. So I'm going to build a tunnel up to here and then take stairs down into the Piglin bartering system and the Nether portal. I've already got a design for this in creative, so I'm going to grab a load of resources and then we can get started. So there we have it. We have the start of our tunnel in place. So I've decided to do glass on most of the sides here. So when we go through these kind of areas, we can look out into the Crimson Forest and places like that. When we go into a sort of a netherrack sort of area, we'll have the black concrete behind it. So it sort of goes black concrete, and then you get a glimpse of the Crimson Forest right there. So I think that looks really cool. I've used some of the design from the Ender, which is also going to be part of the design for my base as well. So we've got the smooth quartz, we have the warped blocks, we have glass, of course. We have the soul lanterns and the different types of blackstone. So I think this is a good enough design that it looks really good, but not too resource intensive that it's going to take me a billion years to do the tunnel all the way down there. I have also dug out a big hole down here and put up a nice safety rail to stop these guys attacking me all the time. So this is just for spawn proofing at the moment. So you go down here, I've moved the Nether portal down here as well, and I've cleared out a load of space right here. These are signifying the different sections, so we'll have a section here for going up and down, so this scaffolding won't be here, and we'll have 4 of the piglins for the Piglin bartering as well. This area is reserved for a minecart system for all of the gold to be taken to each of the piglins. And yeah, so this is where the Piglin bartering will be. Underneath there will be the chests where all the items will be from that they've bartered for the gold. Now, I've only got 4 piglins because this is just a farm for me. And I don't need a ton of resources. I'm not the kind of Minecraft player that has to build the biggest farm, the most efficient farm. All I need is enough items to do what I want to do with them. And that's exactly what this farm gives me. So I think 4 will be enough right here, and 4 double chests under each of them as well. So I think it's time we got building. And there we have it, everybody. The entire system is now in place. Now, I want to explain this very briefly because, let's face it, this farm is very over-engineered for the size of it. So, first of all, shulker box unloader. So you get yourself a shulker box of gold from my gold farm up there. You bob it against here, and it drains all the way through down these hoppers and down into the minecart. There's a minecart station here that detects whether the minecart still has items in it and will send it back off, so it keeps going back and forth. And will also detect when the minecart is full, so it can go back and forth. And also detects whether that hopper is empty as well. So this is a really cool system, and I'll leave a link to the tutorial that I used for it in the video description below. We also have this system here, which is a filter for non-stackable items. Because this button up here has 2 uses. You press it and it sends the piston down and breaks the shulker box, which will be detected by this system here because a non-stackable item gives a redstone signal of 2 and a stackable item gives a redstone signal of 1. So the shulker boxes will flow down here. They then run across a hopper line right here, and into a, should be able to see it through here, yeah, into a dropper circuit with an observer system, and they end up in this barrel right here. So this is the shulker box return system. So all the gold goes into the minecart, and the shulker boxes come back into this barrel here, all from this one hopper right here. Once the minecart has items in it, it'll go up this track right here, along the hoppers up there, and into these droppers here. These will supply the piglins with gold, so they can then barter it for other items. Now, this is a design by Logical Geek Boy, and I'll leave a link to that in the video description below as well. Those items, once they're bartered, will go through these hoppers and down into those chests right there. This comparator will detect whether this hopper is full of items, which means the storage is overflowing, and we'll turn this torch off, we'll turn this off, and we'll retract that block so no more gold will be dispensed to the piglins. This button right here has a secondary use. It also, as well as setting that piston off, it also sends a trigger to this line right here, which also turns off this torch and pulls it back. Now that is because the very first piece of gold that is distributed to the piglins has to be done manually to go onto that pressure plate there. Then when they take that gold, then the pressure plate will activate the dropper again and give another piece of gold, and it'll just keep going and going and going until it runs out of gold, or until this hopper is full. So because we have to do that manually, that button simulates us doing that manually, so we can just wait until we know there's items in this dropper, we know there's gold in this dropper, and then we can send a signal to this line and it'll deactivate the torches on all 4 of the modules. Now, how do we know whether there's items in there? Because there's nothing here, is there? Basically, there is a light under here, and when the minecart has filled up with items and come across the rail line and got to this point here, it will set off that light. So you know there is at least 1 piece of gold in each of these droppers at that point, and obviously the minecart is going back, so there'll be 2 pieces. So once that light has triggered once, we'll press this button, it'll break the shulker box will come back into here. The system will send a signal all the way around here and set off each of the 4 droppers to dispense the first piece of gold, and then the system will basically go on and on and on and on until it runs out of gold or those chests become full. If we go down here, we'll see that all the chests are here for each of the piglins. We have a crafting table right there if we need it as well. And we also have this trash can. So if there's any items that we don't want from the Piglin Bartering, we just put them in here and they'll be dispensed into lava. Once this system is set up, I want to fill this area in with crying obsidian. That's why it's blank at the moment, but it also gives me access to all of the redstone areas right here as well. As I say, it's very over-engineered for what it is. So the next step, now we have the minecart system, we have the filters, we have the Piglin bartering systems all in place, is probably the scariest bits of working in this area, because as you know from before, I set up a big perimeter fence right here to stop me being eaten by those guys. So we need to lure some of these piglins. We need to get 4 of them into this farm. Let's see how that goes.
Throw another one down. Push him towards me. He'll hit me and he'll fall in. Yeah!
That was a lot easier than I imagined.
I'm over here like I'm gonna have to run around. I put this little cheating scaffolding up so I could climb it like a tree in case I was gonna die. Yeah, they got baby hoglin now. Baby hog butts, baby hog butts. Oh, no. Bonk with the shovel.
I thought I'd get him in one hit. Clearly not.
You almost got two in there.
I know, like, hi. Would you like to go in that one over there? Excuse me? Hi?
Look at the butter. Full of trans fat. Get the butter. You snorty nose, get the butter. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We've got two guys interested in some butter. Throw another butter, Carl. They both went, this isn't butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Hey, thanks for the gravel, but I don't need it. Yeah. This is a lot easier than
this is a lot. I thought I'd need you here. I really don't.
Hey, we got payments worked out here, man.
You see, your payment is because you came up with a smart idea that I didn't even think of, which was luring them with gold. I mean...
The only reason I came up with that is because I didn't feel like dying this episode.
I would like you to come and stand over here, please.
Here's some extra butter to incite you. Wait for it.
Wait, excuse me.
He took the extra butter.
What a guy. I mean, he knows how to...
Right, push.
Go. No. Alright, dude, you're annoying me. There you go.
Hey.
Mr. Stupid. Stupid.
Such creative names.
This is how I roll.
This is the way.
This is the way Carl rolls. Mr. Stupid. Right. See, it works. I told you, it works flawlessly. The first time.
First time.
First time, it works flawlessly.
Don't mind all those other cuts.
Yeah. The farm is now complete, everybody. And my thanks there to Duds for helping me collect the piglins. We'll be dropping off a little bit of a payment to him at his base at the end of today's episode. But for now, I want to take this thing for a proper test run. Now, I've done a stack of ingots already through the system, but I want to do a full shulker box. So this shulker box has loads of ingots in it, and they're now really mad at me that I opened that box. So let's put the box on here. Let's run it through the system, and let's see what we get. I have been AFK for a little bit, and all the gold has filtered through the piglins. So let's have a look what we have got. So if we look, whoa! Now, I mainly care about blackstone, quartz, and the spectral arrows. Having crying obsidian is nice, and having soul speed. Actually, the nether brick's going to be good for the withering effect map as well. But we also have leather, fire charges, gravel's really good as well. I hate getting gravel. Bit of string is always nice to have. Fire resistance potions. Okay. We'll ignore that. We have ender pearls in here as well, and all this cool stuff. Soul speed books, really, really cool. So we got some in there as well. This is all full. This is good. All full in here. Whoa. We are getting so much stuff. That's 2 chests and a little bit as well. And that's just from 1 shulker box of gold ingots. So that is really, really good. But now we are going to head over to Duds' place and drop him off a little payment for helping us collect the piglins. We are over here at Duds' place. This is his new base down here, and this is his mountain that he's been working on as well. So we're going to head down to his storage area right here and drop these shulker boxes off. So we come down here. First thing we need to do is just open his door. So that's done like that. We'll put that back so we don't get creepers in here. And this is his storage area. It is absolutely amazing in here. I love it. He's actually got a proper storage system set up. I've just got a load of chests, literally just all over the place. So this is looking really cool. So first off, we're going to drop down his shulker box of pork chops that he asked for. And he only asked for a stack of spectral arrows, but I got so much from those gold ingots that I've given him 2 rows of them and some other stuff from the farm as well. We've got some fire resistance potions, we've got some cried obsidian, blackstone, quartz, fire charges, just a few things just thrown in there just to fill the shulker box up of some things that I think he might use as well. So yeah, I hope that's okay for you, Duds. So I think that's going to do us for today. We got a lot done in this episode. We got our blaze farm sorted out, we got a piglin bartering farm sorted out. So if you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.